Hi, this is Dana with Designs by Dana, and I'm attempting another latch hook style today, also known as crochet braids to a lot of you. And as I sit here in my basement on my couch, just got finished doing hair and was thinking, oh, I need my hair done. So I had my cousin braid me up, and I'm working with some new hair today. So I wanted to do a quick review on it and to give you some helpful hints about it when you get ready to work with it. So this is the hair. It's called Glance Hair That Dazzles Braid. And I have Water Wave. And the color I'm using is P27/613. And because this hair is a little different than some other hairs I've used, like free tress, it's a little bit more difficult to separate. So I've come up with my own little system. I always kind of pre-prep my hair to get it ready for me. So what I'm doing, of course I think outside the box, I separate each curl piece. Well, first I cut them in half. Then I pull them apart, and I'm going to show you how I pull them apart. And then I'll show you how I put them on my little, I think this is a stake for my tent. We have a motorhome and we have a tent, and I think I bought these extra stakes for that, but it's working out very great. What I do is I fill this up, and then once I fill it up, I sit it in my box here. Just pull them right off and lay them the opposite direction each time, so that when I pick up a braid, pick up a piece of hair, it's already individually separated for me. And it makes the process go really, really fast. Because for me right now, braiding the hair takes the longest, maybe 2 hours. And then putting it in, if I'm already prepped, takes about 2 hours. And if I prep it and just sit and watch TV, that takes about an hour or two. So that's a total of 6 hours. And then I have it for 2 months, maybe 3, depending on how fast my hair grows. So I have some laying down here on my chair in front of me, already broke down. And once they're broke down, I normally can get about 4 to 5 pieces out of each one. I take it and put it on my little stake that I'm using right now. So I basically just put a slip knot in it and put it on my. So it's a little extra work, but it just makes the process once I start latch hooking the hair in really, really easy. So actually what I'm doing is just wrapping it around on my finger, going up underneath there, grabbing the hair and making a slip knot, and just putting it on the. And then once this is full, I'll slide them all off and put them in my shoebox. This just makes the process really go quickly. So I'm going to work on this for a while, and then I'm going to come back and start putting it in. And I've done two clients with this already, but we use number 2. So this is going to be the first time with this very, very light hair. Feels really good. And the other thing I wanted to show you before I cut out was, here's the hair, and like I said, it's pretty. You can't put this whole thing in your hair. You could put this whole thing in your hair, but when you knot it, the knots would back out because it's just too thick. So I just basically kind of finger it, pulling it apart, and then once I pull it apart, I kind of try to break it up into about 5 pieces. So I just kind of judge it, just separate it, pull it apart, and lay it down. Pull it apart. Sometimes it's going to kind of go back into itself, as I call it. It'll bring back its own curls. I don't have any product on it. I'm not wetting it or anything like that. I probably could. That's just an extra step I choose not to take. This is going to be a big hairstyle anyway. I just do that, and then I put it on my stake. So then I'll come back in a little while once I get ready to start putting it in. And again, I'm going to start from the back. And this time, you know what, instead of starting from the back, I think I'm going to just start one row at a time. And see how that works. Do half here and then come on this side and run this down. So I got a bunch of stuff going on back here. And these extra, my braids, I'll just take them and lay them up and latch hook them down to the back of my head. And up here I wanted to show you, we're calling these Ys. I don't know what you call them, but where we took 2 small braids and brought them into one to help with the when I part my hair. And I'm going to do a little technique that I've seen someone do to cover the knot, so that when I flip my hair back and forth, it'll appear like it's just coming out of my scalp. So I'm excited. So I'll come back in a little bit and we'll go from there. All right, I'm ready to get started. Latch hooks. This is a larger latch hook, the larger head. This is a smaller head, and I'm still looking around for even a smaller one, for one that's very tight around the edges. I prefer this one. This is my find at a garage sale. Love it, love it, love it. Very old Bernath yarns. And this is at your hair store, beauty supply stores. $1.50, $2. Works great. Alright, so I had about this much hair still left to break down, but I'm too excited and I want to get going. And I might not need all of it. The last 2 heads I did about 2.5 packs, but theirs is really big, really out there. So I'm going to just pull some hair out of my little tub here. Remember this from a few minutes ago. It's all ready for me. And I'm going to get started, and I'm going to probably do this side, then this side, back and forth, and see where I'm at. So we don't want to make this one too long. So what I do is I just pick up the hair, and because I have it in a little loop already, I'm just going to pop it. I put it on my actual latch hook, open the latch hook, hold my finger there to hold it into place, find my braid, and start with this one. And I'm going to basically just be doing a lot of filling myself. Put the latch hook up under the braid, go up under the hook, around the top of the hook, and pull it down, go back up, pull it down, and pull it all the way through. There we go. Alright, and I found that I don't even have to tighten it. Now the very small ones that I might do right here on my edge, I may put tie a little knot, but right now the curliness of this hair keeps it in. So pick up some more hair, and it's already separated for me. And if I have little small ones, I like to leave those off to the side, and I use them around my edges because I put really thin amounts around my edges. Alright, again, just put it over top of my latch hook, find my braid, go from the bottom to the top, all the way through so that the lever's there, hook around, bring it down, push it back up, around, and pull it all the way through. Really quick. I like this method better than sticking the latch hook through, trying to find the hair, and then pulling it through. So I start with it already on my hook. I'm not going to put these too close together, but I'm not going to put them too far apart either. Alright, so Hopefully you can see that. I see a little glare light from up there. I do my hair everywhere. So, pick it up. Pull out the slip knot. Find the next part of the braid. Push it up. Now you can also go down, but by going down from top to the bottom, like if you're over on this side and going down, the hair just sticks up this way a little bit, so you have to push it down. But I'm going to go ahead and follow this one all the way to the back, and then I may do the second one, and then I'll come back over on this side. And when I get those 4 done, I may come back to give you an idea of the fullness of it right there. And then I'll come back again when I get up in here. And we'll go from there. And these, when I get back here to the back, like I said, I'll tie those up. But I'm excited. Thanks for watching me. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I wanted to come back right quick. Right now, you guys probably see the same thing I see. Bozo. I see bozo. But only because I know what the outcome looks like when it's done. I'm going to keep going. Feels really good. And probably only been at it about an hour. And I'm starting to feel it more in the back here too. After I tied those ones up. Because it's easier. So I'll just do everything up to about right here. And then I'll work on these. So as I get a little, when I probably get right up in here, I'll show you what I'm doing, finishing it out. But I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. And I think you will too. Well, I'm winding down. Got these last 2. And a little bit here. When I get done, I'll maybe put a couple of there. Not sure. Then I'm going to shape it up. And I'll do all the pictures when I come back. Do some pictures. I don't know how I'm going to shape this up. You can't even feel it really on your hair. It doesn't really feel heavy at all. Loving it, loving it. I did it. This was really easier. This is my 3rd time now doing it myself. And I've seen ladies do it themselves. I just was wondering, how do they do that? But I'll do this one right here. I'll get right close on my edge up underneath there. And wrap it around the hook. Pull it through. And pull it through. And then I tighten it. Oh boy. Alrighty. I'm loving it, as I said as many times. Gonna work on these here, those 2. And we'll play with it. So this way I can part it in the middle, and I can part it on either side over here. Love it. My husband just came down and was like, whoa! He says, you work fast. I think it was the prep. And I measured this really, really good. Look, I don't hardly have any left. This is all I have left to do of my 2 packs. And that little pile over there that I didn't finish. So I still have this left of 2 packs. And for me, this is fine. And if I had to put 2 whole packs or 3, it would have been just more packed in. But this is light enough for me. And then I have to have some fillers in the back, because I'm sure my back's not perfect. I'll do some turnaround pictures when I do the still pictures. But I'm very happy. Thank you. Alright. It's a lot of hair. But I'm going to work with it. Got my parts gone. My middle part seems a little wide, but I'll work with it. I think it'll be okay. Once I cut it and layer it. Or if I go from this side over, it should be okay. Like I said, it's very, very, very soft. Alright, I'm gonna go now and try to cut and trim and go from there. This was an experience, but I like the hair. Like the hair. I don't still have the, it's called Glance. Glance. And this was, I have number, what did I say, 27/613. And the packs cost $5.99 in our area. Alrighty, so I am, looking at my garbage can for the, sometimes people like to make sure they're getting the right thing if they like it. That's the package right there. Alright, got it? Alright. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And until you view one of my next videos, I love to say be blessed because you are blessed by the best.